I had to move some scheduling around, and then on top of that, it's my first impression with the actors. I'm the director. This script and the story is like my baby. I don't know if you've ever done art, writing, painting, or anything, but if you remember, when you first start creating, it is so exciting. You're so excited by this, this idea, and then the scary part happens where you're like, the only way that art can be seen is by showing it to other people, and that's so terrifying. It's scary because it's your baby. You want people to love it as much as you do. You want people to be like, deep down, I want people to read it and be like, wow, you're a brilliant writer, or wow, like, you deserve, this deserves to be a TV show, or, all those things, and I always want that, but it's funny because all the times I share with people, I never get those reactions, and I know that because it's not perfect, and I'm okay with that, and that's the scary thing. I think the thing that stops a lot of people from creating art and putting it out in the world is that process, jumping and sharing it with people, because it is so scary, because it's your art on a sleeve, and I have some tricks for that I can say in another video, but a quick trick that I like to do is give it some time. Today it was really cool because I had actors reading my script in front of me, and I forgot it was my work. It is so funny. It was so weird. What was so hard about being in person is this was my first interaction with them, so I wanted to have a space where that was in my apartment, a place for men and women to feel safe, like we're in public. I didn't want to feel creepy at all, and so I had to rent out a studio, which I did, and I basically ran a casting call, which is basically having actors come and making an organized list of which actors are coming at what time, what scenes you're doing, what are you trying to get from them, and this was my first time doing it. I was such a newbie. I have internet casting offices, which is great in New York for television companies, so I kind of knew it. But to be the one doing it yourself was hard. But what was kind of cool was I was just focused on casting. So when I was listening, I wasn't in the writer's mindset. I wasn't being like, oh, these words suck, or I need to change this and this and this. I was just watching them. And there was a really beautiful moment. It's a scene in this film where Josh and Eddie, they're two best friends, they have a sleepover. And I don't know if you ever had that moment at a sleepover with friends, but where you both can't fall asleep and you just start talking. And you talk about, just life. I grew up having a lot of those moments with a couple of my best friends from high school, and that's in this. But today, I had the actors basically come into the room, and it's kind of cool being the guest director because you can honestly control the room. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. There is a wrong way. I think it's not being respectful of people's time, and not trying to get anything out of the actors, but I had the two actors basically sit on the ground back to back, do the scene, and then I also had them turn around, look each other in the eyes, and hold hands. And there's this moment where I was watching them and I forgot it was my work and stuff, and I started to get emotional. I was leaning over the table watching these two actors just basically saying the scene that I wrote, that came from the bottom of my heart. That's the core of the story, and there's just something really rewarding and amazing about having something reflected back to you, and have these actors say so convincingly. It kind of proved the point of my story where I'm just proud of like how far I've come to with like having the confidence to do this, to have people now, to have actors act out my stuff. I remember being an actor and being so like oh, this writing's not good, I don't want to do that and everything. And now I'm like, yeah, this script, it sucks. Not good. Tons of better writers, tons of better storytellers, and honestly, probably a ton of other more beautiful short films. But you know what? The story comes from a place, from the heart, from my heart, and I think that means something. I think that means it's supposed to be a thing or something. So, yeah. I don't know if you're an artist or if you have done any art. I feel like you have. I feel like we all have, but I guess I hear that too. Sorry, it's loud. But I encourage you. I encourage you to share your work. I encourage you to not be afraid of it. And I encourage you to be the person to yourself that you hope other people to be to you with your art. I think I always wanted someone to tell me, this is amazing. People need to see this. This needs to be in the world. What are you doing working? Just create art. And I never got that, or I was afraid of never getting that, so I never tried. And the reality is, I haven't gotten that. But in another reality, I have, because I've given it to myself. And I basically am giving myself permission and telling myself, you know what, this is important, we're gonna go and make this. And it's no longer just important to me, I actually think it's important for the universe and for whoever sees it and everything. So, yeah. Today was a really cool day. So callbacks went awesome. There was a moment where I saw the actors basically do their scene and it clicked, and I was like, holy cow, those are the characters and those are who I'm casting. So very happy with it. I think I'm gonna sleep on it. It's also interesting if you're an actor. A lot of the stuff, like I was looking at, the best actor doesn't get the role all the time. It is so not about that, and it's hard because I'm realizing a lot of it's actually, it's how tall or short you are. If I'm leaning towards one more character, then I'm basically basing the cast around this character. It's like if you're too short, it needs someone taller. Hair color, hair length, just how you talk, your physicality. Like, I think I'm leaning more towards a person that actually emulates the character, and maybe isn't the best actor, but I feel like is coachable, versus someone who's a really wonderful actor that, I just don't think in his bones he has the character. And I think it's hard because you don't want to discourage people, I don't want to discourage actors, but then I also have to remind myself, you created this, like, you're going to be giving some actors, like, a dream to act, which is always great, so I have to look at it that way. Yeah, so callbacks went well. They were, like, from 2 hours, from, like, 5 to 7, and, yeah, I had a lot of fun. My roommate helped, he filmed it, and then I also had my producer come in, Charlie, and he was there too, and it was just so nice to have a crew of people supporting me, like literally, like physically there. Yeah, so that was that, and yeah, I think I'm gonna sleep on it, and then I think I'm gonna try and get the cast figured out tomorrow, and then I have callbacks on Friday or tomorrow for one more roll, and then I am done. So there's so many things that matter that at a certain point it's so out of your control that it's not even worth worrying about. And it's not worth when you get rejected or told off to even try to compartmentalize or contextualize why you were rejected, because the hard thing about this is, like, I'm not gonna go and tell the actors why they weren't cast. I don't do that because sometimes it's